Most women are gain weight. Like I didn't mean for this to go this long, but I'm gonna conclude this in a couple minutes, and I'm gonna try not to upload it. And I'm gonna sum it up in this part, so you'll get the full gist of what I'm saying. So I left off by talking about how women will try to say you got ED and all this other stuff, and sometimes it's just that their health has declined, or they don't have the desire or the ability to perform sexually anymore. And sometimes it'll be like, let's say you're a guy, you put your foot down on your girl. Now she'll play, especially if you're a religious guy, if you're a spiritual guy, she'll play on the fact, at least she think it's a fact, that you're only supposed to have one woman, which that's not even true or accurate in the scripture. But this is how she'll play her cards. So now, because she's losing desire, and what's weird is the evil tendencies that they develop over the years, she's starting to desire more other men. She'll try to blame you when she's not doing the things to arouse the way she did in the past. And sometimes the guy ain't either. But she'll try to blame you for every bad sexual encounter. But what it really be in a lot of cases is that either they don't want to perform or they can't. No woman is going to say, all right, I'll admit I'm a hoe. I want to smash other dudes, but I want you to pay me. I want what you had to offer, but I don't want you. They ain't going to say that. They ain't going to say that. We talked about Tom Brady's ex-wife. Allegedly, she has a new boyfriend. I talked about that in another video. How they ain't even been divorced 3 weeks, y'all. You see what I'm saying? But let her tell it. Everything is Tom Brady. When we see that she didn't follow his lead, we see her behavior. Hugging all over Antonio Brown. We see it. But let her tell it. Oh, it's Tom Brady. I can't believe you're putting football over me. This is what they do when they get older. This is what they do. They'll want you to stop working to bring them a soda. But if the bills don't get paid, this is what you deal with. Now, I'm showing you young guys. I'm showing you, and I'm finna go back. We're gonna go back. So that way, if you want to just watch this part, that's fine. But I think you should watch the first part of what I was talking about with this. So when they young, they start elementary school, they start showing those tendencies. The parents catch them trying to watch porn. They're watching illicit stuff on their tablet, stuff like that. That's when you correct them. Then they get to middle school age. Now they humping on boys on the ground. He touching her, she touching him. Then they get to high school. Now they going all the way in the backseat of cars. And every guy thinks his daughter is so innocent, but we're hardly any of them is at this point. By the time they get to college, bye mom, bye dad, smash, 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 smash. And then, like I told you guys, even if she had one boyfriend in college, if she was in love with him, you might as well get out the way and let her see what he up to, because her mind is still going to be with him. She gonna want you to do what he used to do. This is why, these are the hidden reasons why guys be having relationship problems, marriage problems. Because they started too young. And nobody ever taught them how to control their passions. It's always you though. It's you the man, you do this, you do that. That's easy. It's easy to blame people. But let's look at what you watched coming up through the years. That's why I would never deal with no woman who watches POR fill in the blank. If she's still watching that stuff, no. Not dealing with her. It ain't that serious. It's not that serious. Because what women don't realize is even if you yourself didn't do it, If you watching it, it's just slightly less. It works different for men. Don't say men do it too. Everything does not work the same between women and men. So by the time they get to college, they tallying up bodies. In the city where they from, now they going out, putting on their little clothes, showing their little shapes. Bodies. Now they in their 30s, 32. She went from going to college frat parties to the local bars. Bodies. Now she in her 40s. I want to settle down and have a kid. You trying to have kids at 40s, that's risky. Especially some of these doctors be trying to cut corners. It's risky. And now she thinks that at 49, she has the same value as she did at 19, at 29. She didn't have the same value at 29 that she did at 19. Then they get mad when guys talking about they getting passports and they like younger women. Don't you think these guys might have had some negative experiences with women? So now she wants the best at 50, but the best don't want her. You say, well, Bezos is to me. They try to use Bezos as an example. It's obvious that Bezos is different. He do things different. That's only one person, by the way. So this is what you deal with. This is what you got to understand. You young guys, your girl is not going to be the same at 30 as she is at 22. And definitely not 40. By the time she's 40, most of these women are going to get on your freaking nerves. And you can't get rid of them because you on paper. Always complaining. They complain more than anything, most of them. And this is what I'm telling you. All of what I'm telling you is what I saw with people I know. They weren't the same at 25. I remember how my mother was when she was 27. I'll never throw my own mother under the bus, but what she is now is nothing the same as what she was at 27 when I was 8 years old. Just nowhere near the same. I know what I'm talking about. I saw it with my sisters as well. Nothing against, I never throw my sisters under the bus. I saw it with cousins. I saw it with girls that I knew them since they were little girls. I saw them get old and play these games on their husbands. I grew up with their husbands. I grew up with them to the point where he don't have no choice but to leave you alone, kids or no kids. I've seen it. I've seen it, man. When you start trying to marry these women, you better understand that every year they gonna change. And the system benefits them. Therefore, ask yourself this question. What do I get out of marriage? Because if you're not getting everything that you was getting that made you want to marry her, is it a fair deal? Is it a fair deal? And don't let these women throw God in this, man. God is not, if they cheating, if they withholding sex, if they argumentative, all that stuff is not what God intended for them to be. And we could close. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Y'all know I'm coming with more. Y'all know it. Y'all already know it. So keep tuning in, and thanks for watching.